Nestled in the southeastern coast of India, Pondicherry invites you to explore its rich history, tranquil beaches, and lively atmosphere. Unlike the rest of India, which was colonized by the British, Pondicherry was part of the French colonial empire. And 300 years of French rule has left this town with French elegance as well as Indian vibrancy. My name is Abhinav Salla, and in today's video, I'll be sharing with you everything you need to know before you plan your trip to Pondicherry. When to visit Pondicherry. I visited Pondicherry during the summer month of April, and the heat and humidity was unbearable. I was sweating all day, as you can see in the footage right now. So it is advisable that you visit Pondicherry during the winter months from October to February. How to reach Pondicherry? You can take an overnight bus from Hyderabad or Bangalore to reach Pondicherry, but if you're staying further away, I would recommend flying to Pondicherry. Pondicherry has an active airport situated just 5 kilometers away from White Town, which is the tourist hotspot of the city. But keep in mind, the airport is really small and not that busy, which means there are only a few flights that operate out of this airport, and the ones which do are really expensive. Alternatively, you can fly to Chennai, which is a major metropolitan city and has a lot of flights flying to and from other major cities of India. Usually you can find flights at around 2,500 to 3,000 rupees if you want to fly to Chennai. And from Chennai, it is a 2-hour bus ride from Chennai to Pondicherry, and it is over the Eastern Coast Road, which is really scenic. So you're not missing out much, and at the same time, you will be saving around 2,000 rupees. Where to stay? Pondicherry has a wide range of accommodation options for everybody's budget. If you want to indulge in luxury, then Mansion Perumal by CGH Earth and Villa Shanti are good options. For mid-range, you can consider Arkeda Hotel and Annamalai Hotel. Now, if you're somebody traveling on a budget, then there are a vast range of traveler hostels situated in Pondicherry. You could try out Nomad House or Zostel, which are really good quality hostels. Places to visit in Pondicherry. I'm going to break this section into 3 parts: cafes and restaurants, beaches, and historical monuments. Pondicherry is filled with beaches. The most famous one is Promenade Beach, also known as Rock Beach. There are no vehicles allowed on the road adjacent to Promenade Beach. So it is going to be a really peaceful walk from one end of the beach to the other. Keep in mind that there is no sand in the beach because a lot of industrial activity such as constructing harbors had led to soil erosion. But while you're at Promenade Beach, you can visit monuments such as the Gandhi statue. There is also an art gallery that I went to at Promenade Beach. Moving on to something that is untouched by human interference. Eden Beach is one of India's only 12 beaches with the coveted blue flag status, which means that it is ecologically neutral, which means no human intervention has gone into this beach. You won't find garbage anywhere. It is pristine, white sand and clean waters. It's an amazing place to hang out for like a couple of hours. I was there and I really enjoyed being at Eden Beach. If you're somebody that wants to try out different activities such as surfing, then you should head down to Serenity Beach. Serenity Beach has a lot of surf schools which offer one-day surfing workshops. So if you want to try to pick up a new skill, this might be the beach to go to. Cafes and restaurants. The streets of Pondicherry's White Town are filled with these colonial era French buildings with beautiful European architecture. Most of these buildings are now converted into cafes. Must visit cafes are Coromandel Cafe and Cafe des Arts. If you want to try out some fine dining experience, then Buddha by the Bay and La Villa are good options. Also, make sure to try out the croissants at Baker Street. Historical monuments. The major historical monuments of Pondicherry city are the French War Memorial, Dumas Church, as well as the Gandhi statue. At the same time, you can also visit Aurobindo Ashram if you want some solitude and peaceful meditation. While you're in Pondicherry, also make sure to visit Auroville. Auroville is an experimental township built by the followers of Sri Aurobindo. People from across the world come and live here. While you're at Auroville, make sure to check out Maitri Mandir, a temple kind of a structure in the center of Auroville. Keep in mind, you can only catch a glimpse of Maitri Mandir from a distance. But if you're somebody who wants to go inside Maitri Mandir, you have to pre-book it at least 1 or 2 weeks prior by going to their website. So this was my travel guide for Pondicherry. I hope it was helpful. The entire budget for my trip was around 10,000 rupees, excluding flights. So if you're planning a trip to Pondicherry, make sure to remember these points. And if you found this video informative, please click on that like button. If you're new to the channel and want more such videos, please subscribe.